Flugel here, or you may also know me as Sirius Blue. We're here for December's horoscope tarot reading. It's been a while. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's get into it. So I have these cards here. They have the different astrological signs, and then I have another deck that is the Tarot of the Divine that I'll be using for the reading. So in no particular order, the first group is going to be Aries. Feel free to put timestamps in the description or make comments and revisit this video. Now, this is for entertainment purposes only. Of course, I am just here for entertainment to read some tarot cards. Make decisions about your own life by yourself, please. Okay. Now that that disclaimer is out of the way, Aries, where are we going for December? We have Ace of Wands in the reverse position. Oh, we have the Star, and we have 10 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. So this is also a different camera, by the way, so I don't know if you can tell, but I may need to fiddle with it. I just put it straight into the streaming program, so I might need to use a secondary app. But yeah. Anyway, we have, I do feel like now probably isn't the time to be starting new creative projects. There may be frustrations about wanting to do new things, or wanting to finish up some things. It may be a good time to revisit things though, so keep that in mind. This could be also, if we're not talking about literal creative projects, could be just things that we're passionate about. So are we passionate about the holidays? We're revisiting certain traditions. It also, I kind of associate it with like food, cooking, because it's more of a spiritual energy there. So revisiting things that give you a sense of nostalgia and comfort around this time would be good for you. And being center stage, you may not always feel comfortable with that position, but you are being highlighted in some sort of way with the Star there. And the 10 of Pentacles would strongly suggest connecting with family, not surprising, I know, or legacy. You could be focusing very much on stability and finances and being careful with your money, so it could be an indication of success with that, which is great. Not overspending, being good with your resources, or if you have a lot of resources, maybe you are able to help those around you without it negatively affecting yourself, and that's something to celebrate. Could be acts of charity and things like that as well. And I do feel like taking the time to sit back and relax and kind of observe a bit would be good. 2 of Cups is like mutual feelings, people who have a shared goal, similar similar things, so we get along well, we have a similar goal, or we, you know, just generally could be a card of liking each other. Christmas, if for some countries, is more of a romantic holiday. That could be indicated here. So we're more focusing on like legacy, connections with people, not being afraid to step in the spotlight. This is also a bit of a celebrity card. Ooh. But I feel like revisiting things is going to be more important. The Fool reversed is on the bottom of the deck there too. So she's not, like, you know what you're doing, essentially. And I don't feel like you're jumping into brand new things. It may be like something that you're revisiting after a long time, so it might appear to others that it's new or foolish or uncharted territory, but there is like a sense of familiarity to this. Like I said, if you're doing new creative projects, I don't feel like you're starting from scratch. It comes from somewhere. So yeah, there's that one for Aries. I hope you guys have a good December. I don't see anything tragic. Maybe just, I mean, that could be careful, like don't lose your temper. Maybe chill out a little bit. like I said, sit back and observe. But other than that, it looks pretty good. So I hope you guys have a good end of the year and a great start to next year. And I'll see you in the next one, or you can feel free to watch the rest of the video for background noise. Alright, who's next? Who's next? It's got a 4-minute song. Anyway, Libra. Oh my god, Libra. Okay, Libra, Christmas, or December 2025, I should say. What is coming up for you guys? We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Ace of Cups reversed, the Wheel of Fortune, and Two of Cups reversed. Right, bottom of the deck is the Two of Pentacles reversed as well. Right, I feel like you're going to have to like let go of a few things. It's more about balancing, and you can't balance everything, so something has got to be, like I said, let go of. You got to drop the ball somewhere. Dropping the ball isn't necessarily a bad thing. I just think maybe there's other people that you were expecting to help share the load, and that's not happening in a way, not necessarily because they don't want to. Of course, it's going to resonate differently for everyone, but it is just something where I feel like you are probably going to be doing a lot on your own, where you may have been expecting assistance that may not necessarily arrive in the way that you wanted it. It doesn't mean they won't show up at all, but it might not be. Maybe like some more communication about what your expectations are could help negate this sort of situation. But there are some good things coming. Wheel of Fortune is a very, very, very lucky card. It's like divine timing. Right place, right time. Could be a stroke of good luck as well. But yeah, so there is something good coming from this. So it could be the case of something that doesn't work out, but in the long run it benefits you in an unforeseen way, because you have to approach something or do something differently that you were expecting. Knight of Wands, I do see you being more in control this month, kind of literally, like she's got the, what would you say the saying is, the bull by the horns, but she's got the goat. It's goat! You all the goat, are you? Or are you riding the goat? Just trying to like clean him or something. It's quite funny. And I do feel like there are times to, again, with new opportunities in terms of the Ace of Cups, you might be a missed opportunity coming back around emotionally. So I'm not sure if maybe last year things weren't the best, or things happened out of your control around maybe certain holidays or birthdays, or just something that goes on this time of year in general for you specifically. And I do feel like we've got a good chance to rectify this, but it's more like you're in your own power. We're not relying on other people. That does not mean they're not involved and we don't care about them. But I just kind of feel like you're fine if they show up and you're fine if they don't. Again, there's a really good opportunity here with that Wheel of Fortune that would be nice to clarify. A strength. So you're getting major arcana. So this is big like soul growth energy. So it's very important shifts in your life, and perhaps physically or mentally. Knowing when to be vulnerable and when to hold back. And strength is a card of literal strength. It's a Leo card, but it's also, again, some of the most, I guess, strongest moments would be learning to be vulnerable or sharing your story, connecting with others, because that in turn puts you in a position where, you know, things can be weaponized against you if people know too much. But, yeah, you're in your own strength here, literally. Some good timing. I do feel like boundaries are much better this year for you, or at this time of the year. And it's okay to like be emotional and get upset about things too. Like, don't beat yourself up if you do get like overwhelmed or upset too, with that Ace of Cups being reversed. You know, you can pick yourself back up again and carry on. You definitely, like, if there's anything that happens, I feel like you've got it, you know? I don't think it's like world-ending disasters. You can be upset, dust yourself off and try again. If at first you don't succeed. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed that, Libra. Maybe look up that song. If I could remember the title, I would remember it, but I don't. Aquarius. Aquarius is next. Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your December 2025 reading. I hope this finds you well. Again, readings are for entertainment purposes only. I'm just here reading cards for your entertainment. You make decisions about your own life, alright? So, here we go. You have the Devil reversed. Better the Devil, you know. Eight of Coins. Whoa, everything's reversed for you. Okay. Reversals are not a bad thing. This is just, and not everyone reads reversals as well in tarot, which is perfectly fine. It's just a different perspective on the card is how I see it. And you've got King of Cups on the bottom. Whee! He's kind of like, oh my god, what's his name? Is it Zhang? No, I don't know. The guy from Star Rail. You know, Mr. Dragon Guy. Dragon Guy. Dan Hung. That's it. What the hell was I saying before? Who the hell is that? I don't know. Is it a different character? Different game? Too many games recently. Too many games, Francine. Okay, so for you it is in terms of like when we think about addictions or things that we were tied to that were negative, I do see positive movement forward with that, like breaking of the chains. So that would be codependent relationships or things that we were letting hold us back, that we felt like we didn't have any control over. So it's like shedding the shackles. So that's interesting. We're not really looking at temptation at this point. It's not, you know, moving in a different direction. I do feel like there is a bit of impatience here that could be frustrating. The Three of Swords is like this. So this is more of a heavy energy, but it's acknowledging more that you're going through like a healing process. And it could just be maybe this time of year is difficult for you for various reasons, or something personal or someone around you. But this would signify like significant changes, maybe just like chill, be kinder to yourself, and look after your mental state. Yeah, the Sun is also, can represent children, can also be like happiness and things. So, I do feel like what we're seeing is more of a perspective shift during this time, trying to be a bit more patient, especially within ourselves. Not all setbacks are like, doesn't mean that you failed, you just start again, you know? You don't have to think, oh no. For example, if we go like to the addiction route, as an example, just because someone has another drink, if they're an alcoholic, that doesn't like end your journey to not drink anymore. You just like start again. You go through the process again. It's alright. You've got to not, because sometimes being harder on yourself in those situations tends to keep you stuck in the toxic or those like codependent situations. Like, we need to shift focus, essentially. And that King of Cups is that, like, cups King specifically can be a little bit more stoic and quiet, but Cups is an emotional card, so there's feelings and people around you who care. That would be more of a strong masculine energy. Doesn't necessarily have to be a man, but I do feel like focusing on emotions and connections with other people will be good for you, especially other people who care about you and whatever the situation is. So it could just be like a little bit of a rough, look, I shuffled it and he's still on the bottom, Mr. King of Cups. Could be a little bit of a rough month. Like, you might be maybe avoiding certain social situations, especially if they maybe are with a lot of other kids around, or like those sort of loud family dynamics, avoiding like getting maybe home delivery stuff instead of going to the shops, because things can be quite busy. But yeah, focusing on here, like, this isn't all bad. It's just an acknowledgement of there seems to be a lot going on. That's okay. Let's take our time, and there is progress being made here. Try not to be too hard on yourself, essentially, because there are good things around you, and you're not like a terrible person or anything like that. I hope that helps. It's a very interesting energy. I just feel like maybe it was just a very difficult year and you're tired, and it's time to have a rest, and chill out. And maybe you're not going to, if you celebrate like the holidays around this time of year, maybe you're not going to engage in the same way that you used to for your own sake, and that's okay, So I hope that helped you, Aquarius. It's an interesting one. Of course, you were going to be a bit melodramatic, weren't you? Right. Sagittarius is next. Right, I am gonna have to fiddle with the actual camera app for this camera and see if that helps. But there we go. Sage. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Okay. Jeez. Queen of Cups reversed. Queen of Wands. Oh, thank goodness, not another queen. I was going to be like, there's queens everywhere. Is this the real queen? Is this just queenity? 10 of Pentacles on the bottom. So family, legacy, tradition. Again, I said in another reading, I kind of felt like with this one, it was like, maybe just chill, observe, sit back a bit. One does not have to partake in the social situations. One can just be there. It's like, okay, I'm attending. That's enough. Could be a bit of emotional overwhelm with the Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands. I do feel like there are certain things that you are excited or passionate about around this time of year that you will be moving forward with. You might just be a bit tired and easily overwhelmed, so maybe just doing a bit at a time. Although Queen of Wands may be a little impulsive, the Sun would be indicating so if you have children or there's kids around, that would be literal with them. Wheel of Fortune, there may not, how do I put this? Not everything might go according to plan, but I feel like in the long term, because it's the Wheel of Fortune card, that's it for the best. So it's well, yeah, but if we did go there and do that, then shit would have gone down. So we were better off missing out, or better off, yeah. So I just want to say, it would be, just be mindful that of any regrets that happen around the end of the year, that I would take a mental note of those, because you might hear more information later on that's oh, that actually worked out. Right. That person was a ass. I don't know why we've got a lot of it, but it's all about the ass with you this month. Wash your ass. No. God, I'm losing my mind. Yes, we're not going to spend time with people who don't keep their bottom's clean. No. Yeah, so like just a little bit of emotional, up and down. Could just be due to like the stress, and there's like a lot more people around, a lot more going on, again, depending on where you are in the world. For me, at least, December's a very busy time of year, so there's lots of tourists and traveling, and so just doing day-to-day things can be more stressful anyway. That's not to mention like family and other connections and expectations that may be arising. I don't really see any financial things popping up. So I don't feel like that's the main focus. It doesn't mean that it might not come up for you. I do feel like there is prioritizing yourself, and if you do have children, it will be yourself and your children or your family. And like stability, particularly emotionally for those people. Of course, you can't control someone else's emotions, but that's not what I'm saying. There is like duality for you specifically, and it's just like honoring those different parts of yourself, and not beating yourself up for any limitations that you may have got. He just, Ten of Pentacles was like, don't shuffle me back in. No. Although that being there is a card of money. Like I wasn't really mentioning it, but I'm looking over here and I was like, oh, but it's like it's there. So I do feel like you will be able to take care of things, do what you need to do. I don't feel like there's any sort of impulsive spending, or that you're able to maintain like a sense of stability around everything, like pay your bills, keep things going. I do feel like it's, again, just, I know I keep going to like duality within the self. Focusing on things that make you happy. Yeah, it's more like emotional stability. Some shit might not work out, but that's going to be for the best. Keep swearing. Like, why am I swearing so much? And I don't know, maybe you're going to be going around going, fuck, shit, fuck, shit. Don't say fuck, James. I can say fuck because I'm in a show. But not you. Context, James, context. Also, for some reason, this gives me like the sprawling out on your bed. Like, you just come back and you're just like, had enough. I'm just gonna starfish on my bed. Nobody talk to me. So there might be a few moments like that, but yeah, I feel like getting some rest would be good for you. So if you do get a moment to yourself, take full advantage of it. Do absolutely nothing. And I hope that helps, Sag. Oh god, of course Leo is going to be here. There you go. Can't leave us alone, can you? No. Right. Hi Leo, welcome to your reading. It is nice to see you. Again, these readings are for entertainment purposes only, just to go reading cards here for your entertainment. Please make decisions for your own life of your own will. Thank you. Right, this is for December 2025. You've got Six of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Reverse, Nine of Cups. For some reason I've been doing 4 cards. So might as well continue. Page of Wands. So, I feel like there is a little warning about not to be too self-focused here, or self-involved, or like, I don't know. And maybe there's some things going on that may cause that to be a reasonable thing for you. There's a lot of external influences that are going to be affecting you during this time. certain things are not going to work out, but it's going to be a case of it didn't work out because this is like the right time, like divine intervention, essentially, divine sabotage, if you will, but like it's for the best. So you may feel like you caught up in a web of sorts. It's like if you have to keep forcing something to happen, that would be a sign for you to stop. Doesn't mean it's not going to happen, just not right now. Now's not the time. Okay? Okay? Cool. Are you listening? Okay, cool. You better listen, Leo. Okay. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot of like issues with momentum. So if you're waiting, especially like this card has come out before when someone was waiting for news. I think it was from a doctor or something, but it was like some sort of information that they needed, and it happened, but it just got delayed for like some weird technical issue, right? So in other words, I feel like trying to make things happen isn't going to help. We need to wait, and it will happen, just not right now. And so let's not try to focus on whatever that situation is and get too frustrated about it. We need to shift where we're focusing on instead of just this, whatever this specific thing is, because you do have the Nine of Cups, which is a wish fulfillment card. So it might take to maybe more towards the end of the month, or despite this, you are still able to like have a really good happy time and everything. It's just maybe this is something quite important to you that does need to be addressed. It just, will take a while. Yeah. But yeah, there is Nine of Cups. So, like family, intimacy, happiness. Three of Cups is on the bottom, so you could be literally drinking, celebrating, having fun, that kind of thing. But yeah, all I'm really getting is slow down, don't force it. Could be issues in communication, check your junk email, things like that, and give other people time and space. Don't like jump straight to, oh my god, it's been so, like, friendly reminders okay, but we gotta, again, you can't force things. So I feel like it's very important to try not to lose our temper this month with you, with frustrations. But all in all, there is that Knight of Wands, so you do have emotional fulfillment, and I do see a lot of joy and happiness for you. It's just there is some sort of frustration as well. So I hope that helps. Pisces is next. Good old Picies. Right, we have got the Knight of Swords, the Fool, King of Cups, and the Star. So those three reversed and the Star is upright. And on the bottom I've got the Ten of Swords. So there is like a absolute finality and dead end this month for you. And that could be a good thing. Like maybe you're ending a job, sort of career, study, something, and we're going on to something new next year. And I do feel like there could be other people asking or putting a lot of pressure on you about a certain thing. Maybe other people want you to continue, and you're just like, this is dead in the water. Like, hello. Yeah, so you could have, I do feel like there is a lot of spotlight on you specifically with the Star, external influences. Maybe there could be a lot of people looking to you for advice or reassurance, emotional, like, how do I put this? Support. So you may have to like cut off a few things here. Being more honest with people instead of just pretending everything's okay. Like, it's okay to say no. We need to practice this. There is a sense of growing up and protecting yourself instead of just jumping into things. And that includes your time and energy and getting clear about what's important for you and working towards that goal. But yeah, there may not be a whole lot of momentum this month, because I feel like it's more finishing up things and then getting clear on what it is that we're moving towards, and the momentum coming more next year for you. That was quick. I hope that helped. Okay, Gemini. Hi, Geminis. How you going? How you doing? Alright, these readings are all for entertainment purposes only. Please make your own decisions. I'm just reading cards for you to entertain for December. So, oh gosh, King of Swords, Knight of Cups, Page of Wands, Seven of Swords. Jeez. There could be a need to be more selfish in terms of doing whatever it takes to get things done. And that would also be a warning against other people taking advantage of you. Like, maybe they're asking you for a favor and you just gotta say no thanks. It's like, but I've already done so much. Like, no, this is mine. So in terms of, like, it could be someone asking for money and you have to say, oh, sorry, I don't have any, you know, even though you've got a bit of savings or something there, you know? Or asking for resources or whatever. That's just an example, right? You're like, you know, what? I don't have feathers. I don't have the feathers. What are you talking about? I don't have the feathers. You know, get away from me. So they're sending up the smoke signals. Like, I feel like this will be obvious to you. Be like, okay, no, I'm not engaging. But I'm not going to tell you blatantly, obviously, that I'm not engaging. I'm just like, gonna bullshit a little bit for my own protection. It's like, why are you all up in my business? Sarah, no madam. Also, take care of your own stuff. But that's not my responsibility. So I would feel like it's outside. It doesn't necessarily feel like someone maybe in your... Well, it could be in your household, but I didn't feel like that. It's like out. Or it would be like someone you are not directly responsible for. So it's like a kind of a silly request in the first place. Yeah, just... making sure that you're keeping on top of your communication, being aware of not to overshare with things. People may be trying to pull on your heartstrings a little bit. Again, if we're talking about because sometimes pages can be like children as well, or people that are a bit younger than you. You know, it's okay, obviously, to give love and reassurance to people. I'm not saying be a bastard. Ace of Coins is at the bottom here, so there could be an opportunity to make a little bit of money, or maybe if that would be a really good sign if you're looking for like a new job or something new, or maybe even like you've been looking for rentals or things like that. So there's something good here, a new opportunity to foster and take care of and see where that leads for you. Try not to rush into things. I do feel like this is more of a slow month. It could be quite creative here. And there is more of a like youthful, playful energy. So having fun, being smart, like Gemini is, that duality of like, it doesn't mean that you've got two completely different personalities, but I'm going to treat you in a certain way and then treat this other person in a certain way, because like I know they're better, and I know them better. Not that I know they are better than you. I know that I personally know them better and can be trusted, whereas you I don't know. Therefore, I'm going to be like, or like the difference between this is a work relationship and this is like a family relationship, and there's a difference. And when people try to cross those lines or blur them, like, oh, we're like family here. No, this is a job. We're not like family. Stop trying to get me to do unpaid labor or to do extra things. Like, that's unreasonable to ask. Do you know what I mean? Anyway. But I do feel like, so while they're standing your ground a little bit here, maybe slowing down, being more in control. And I do feel like there is a calm energy. It's very calm, but there is a sort of playful, fun time. And some sort of new resource or income, perhaps, to look forward to. So that would be interesting to see what that opportunity is, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Okay, Capricorn. Capricorn. Oh my goodness. Six of Swords. These readings are for entertainment purposes only. We are looking at December 2025. Alright, so you could, now this could indicate the internet or so online things, or literally like moving away from something. The Six of Swords, you've got the Empress, the Queen of Cups, and you've got the Death card reversed. So I do feel like there is a resistance for change here, but the change is happening whether you like it or not. So it's like you've moved on, but you're still resisting the change. And that's where some frustrations might come in. But the Emperor, and this could indicate like pregnancy as well, or mother, like that type of maternal energy, whether it's like children or creative projects that we're moving towards here. But this is all quite positive. Very emotional, very feminine. They're very, very strong feminine maternal energy. So there's a lot of love and kindness and good positive things. It's just some sort of resistance to change. So I don't know if it's like, oh, we've left, or we're, you know, leaving maybe a partner and then going into our own energy as a single person, or leaving, like, not having children and going into the energy of becoming a parent or business owner. Like, there's some sort of transformation, or changing jobs, shifting and moving physical locations. But yeah, and if you work or do a lot of things online, I would be paying attention to that, because there do seem to be some good opportunities there. But adapt and change, okay? Adapt, change. That would be my advice. See, like, don't have your blinders on. Pay attention to certain things and try new things. Experiment. Don't be afraid to fail. Alright, next we've got Cancer. So, these are entertainment readings. Only. Okay. Right, for entertainment. Thank you. Okay. All of your cards are reversed. Not a bad thing, just a different perspective on the cards. There's the Ten of Swords, Queen of Cups, the Star, and the Empress. Another reading with a very strong feminine energy. I do feel like there is a finality here. Ten of Swords is usually like, it's over. So I'm not sure if we're coming off the back of that in terms of picking up the pieces again, or are we hoping that it's not over and we're trying to like, no, it's not over, no, it's not over. And causing a little bit of focus, like, I don't know. It'd be like ending a relationship but then not telling everyone else that it's ended or something, because like there's external influences there, because you want to have some sort of privacy, or I don't know. But we are resistant. I do feel like you've got the Seven of Pentacles on the bottom there. I feel like it is going to be important to grow and save financially for you. Just be very practical in terms of like, if you owe money, maybe like get on top of that. You'll feel much more empowered once you have a plan in place instead of ignoring things. Yeah, I would just say maybe this time of year is quite overwhelming for you, and there could be the need to reach out to other people and connect if you get overwhelmed. But yeah, we are sort of picking up the pieces and starting over. And we're not like... I feel like most of this is going to be like internal. Figuring things out before we act or let other people know, like I said. And that's probably like not really the situation for most of you, like trying to figure out a relationship, but just, yeah. feel like instead of focusing on expansion and growth, we're creating more stability and sorting out things that we need to sort out where we are now. So try not to spend too much extra money or justify things when we can deal with things with what we already, like the resources we already have. And there could be a little bit of emotional imbalance going on. So I feel like we're just like, you're trying to bring things back into balance. You're trying to focus on things, and it's just like, take it one step at a time instead of trying to, you know, what is it? Put the cart before the horse? Because you are quite intelligent. And there could be like certain issues that you've foreseen, and you're trying to kind of navigate those as well. Perhaps with work colleagues and that. You know, in a bit of a can't tell all situation because it affects you because you're currently still working there, or, you know, some like a situation like that. That's kind of how I see it. But it'll be good because you're dealing with this now, so that next year is going to be easier for you, if that makes sense. So I hope that helps. Okay, Taurus. These readings are for entertainment purposes only. This is for December 2025. Of course, more than welcome to watch it at any other time you feel like it. I'm not the boss of you. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords. Very nice. Queen of Cups reversed, Six of Pentacles Strength, and the Knight of Pentacles reversed. I feel like things that were going really slow, maybe there's some sort of external influence that's going to help speed that along, which is good. Like if you were going to a certain person who filed paperwork, maybe it's like a change of hands and then that speeds things up. But in any case, there's some sort of emotional vulnerability. It's interesting, there's help. So there could be like financial assistance as well, literally, here. Or maybe it's time to, we're reassessing our savings. Maybe it's time to be like, okay, what are we like working for next year? Or were the goals that we were saying, well, maybe they've changed and we still have savings and we're figuring out where they're going to go, or where we're going to put our resources, not necessarily financial ones. But yeah, it's like, oh, I've got all these shiny things. What are we going to do with them? You are very well protected. You've got the Strength card, so that's good. You are capable of taking on anything that comes your way during this period as well. And I do feel like in terms of communication, standing up for yourself, you will be very clear. So if people are not listening, then that kind of reflects more on them. And you might take it to heart, but I do feel like you'll, you know, be like, well, that was upsetting. Okay, moving on. Like, you're not going to put effort in like maybe you had before trying to change a situation. Or like, oh, they just need to understand. They understand, okay? So strength is important. It's also a Leo card too, but yeah, I think you've got quite... everything just feels kind of stable, to be honest. It does. It feels kind of stable, even though there are ups and downs. It's like one step at a time, keep moving forward. You've got this. I don't feel like it's overly stressful, so I hope that helps, Taurus. Okay, Virgo, this is your 2025 December reading, again for entertainment purposes only. Make decisions for yourself, please, not based on a tarot reading. Right, so December we have Page of Pentacles, the Sun, the Queen of Wands, and the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Swords is on the bottom. You might get like some I don't know if it's going to be like a drunk night message or something, communication that's not very well thought out or immature with this on the bottom, so that's strange. Could receive some nice gifts. I mean, it is holiday period. You got the Page of Coins, something small but helpful and useful. The Sun could talk about children. It's also happiness. And Leo, fire energy. Queen of Wands is very creative and powerful, very sensual. We've got the Knight of Cups. So there could be like some sort of romantic or like just a good emotional connection. I do see like social kind of activities and connections with other people being important. If you're single, perhaps you're catching the eye of someone. You know, again, I'm wondering if that communication, like, because I feel like that's like two different energies. So I'm wondering if someone doesn't come towards you in, I guess, an honest way that's tangible rather than just spouting off whatever nonsense they think is going to get your attention, then you're just going to be like, yeah, no, no. But you do seem to kind of be the main character this month, not gonna lie. And then I split the deck, you've got 8 of Wands. So that's, again, communication and a lot of momentum, things happening quite quickly for you. So whether or not you want to take opportunities that are given to you, that's going to be up to you. I would suggest looking into things and not dismissing them immediately, because there does seem to be some sort of genuine offer, but it could be coming off the back of something that wasn't so stable and genuine, and it would be two different people if it's like a personal relationship thing. So I hope that helps. Alright, Scorpio, you are lucky last for our December reading. I hope you're doing well. This is again for entertainment purposes only. We're going to have a look and see what comes up. Right. 4 of Pentacles reverse, Knight of Cups reverse, 10 of Swords reverse, and 8 of Cups upright, and the Queen of Cups reversed. Well, you do seem to be like putting up the wall behind you so that you're like walking away, so that you could be literally blocking people and moving on, which is interesting. There's a sense of like instability, or maybe like cutting your losses, and that's okay again. Or a need to hold back resources for yourself and not give so much to others, particularly if they're behaving in like this vulture kind of way and taking advantage of it. So I feel like birds of prey can be quite protective as well, so you kind of have to embody that this month instead of allowing things to go, because you have like either other people, children, or like just your own personal space to protect and your peace. So yeah, it could be a bit like emotional and certain things going on. Maybe people aren't showing up or apologizing when they should. Again, protecting yourself and your resources, kind of putting up boundaries, moving on, not trying to force anything to happen. Like, very Scorpio. And you'd be a good lurker, so you'd know what's going on. You're not stupid. So like, you know, so if you're going to address a situation, I feel like you'd already kind of know the answer, and then you're like, oh, that's how they answered it, but you're not going to prod them anymore. You just be like, all right then. Okay. Suit yourself. I do feel like instead of having a strong finality, there is a little bit of resistance there. And it could be that because you personally have unfinished business or are trying to search for a bit of information. So the advice would be to, again, it would just move on, because you may not necessarily find that missing piece. And that's just something you have to come to terms with. But yeah, a little bit of frustration. I do see you using more your intellect and not being too emotionally involved. Because this could have been something that's been going on for a long time, or that someone uses a holiday period to try and reconnect, and you're just like, okay, well, let me get the tea and then move on. But there is like an acknowledgement of some sort of emotional thing going on, and it could just be, again, something from the past. And the need to protect yourself because you do have incredible emotional depth here. So, a very strong person, a very empathetic person, but very strong boundaries, which is great, I must say. I want to know what the tea is. I want to know what happened. Tell me, tell us all. Yeah. So anyway, I hope that helped you. Let me see. Can we swap? Oh, we can swap. There we go. Okay, I hope that you guys know. Where is this? No? Oh well. I don't know where the text is. I'm supposed to have text on the screen. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know how you go. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday. I'll try to get some more videos out when I can. Feel free to post any requests in the comments or channel posts and things like that. I'll see you guys next time. The music in the background's a new one that I was working on the other day, so yeah, just some like short 5-minute meditations I was hoping to get out next year. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the year, and I will look back at this and see how it worked out for me later on. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.